So starting the test drive in this Traverse, we get the 2.5 Turbo 4. It sounds a bit different compared to the outgoing V6s in the earlier models, but I actually like how this gets up to speed. I have it in the tour mode now, but I'm gonna make sure the all-wheel drive is on, and then we're gonna put it into sport mode and get it ready to get on the interstate here. Now, one thing I love about just doing a real world test drive on vehicles like these is I'm able to kind of see how this would work in real time. Now, having to hit the drive modes while you're driving, you can do that pretty easily, but just be careful because I accidentally fat fingered right in the middle and it threw the parking brake on. I think the vehicle kind of realized what happened and just threw it off, but I felt it kick on for just a second, so probably something you don't want to do while you're driving, just while you're stopped, just in case. But we're gonna give it a pull here. Here we go. So, I mean, it got up to speed very nicely. I'm gonna put it into the normal drive mode now. But I wanna give a big thanks again to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Traverse today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But the ride is fantastic. It floats down the road effortlessly. Feels almost as good as the Buick Enclave Avenir I drove the other day. But these just have a record of riding extremely well because of the platform and, you know, just how they're set up. But again, even in this off-road oriented one, I'm actually impressed by how well it's floating down the road, seriously. Sound acoustics are pretty good. The tires aren't overly loud. If you listen for them, you can barely hear them, but these aren't 33s or 35s, 37s, nothing crazy. So it's really not anything noticeable to me compared to just driving an LT. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, I do feel like the tariffs are kind of showing their ugly head on the sticker price here. This does have a couple of options, but we're over $50,000 for a Z71. We don't have cooled seats. We have the panoramic roof, which is nice, but it's just, it doesn't have Super Cruise. It's lacking a few options that I would want to have. But honestly, I think for the right person, this has everything that you need. You have the all-wheel drive system. When I was selling cars, I remember so many people that would tell me, I'm not getting a vehicle without all-wheel drive. And I'm thinking, you're driving in Tennessee, when are you going to need that? But whatever. But you know, that's just a must-have for a lot of people. So you have that here. You have the off-road kind of ruggedness that goes along with it in terms of the usability, but also the looks, and then some of the features as well. But we have the heated seats. The newer infotainment system I really like in terms of just how it operates, how quick it is, how it's used. And I feel like GM's kind of getting ahead of the curve with using an Android system in their vehicles, because you see so many aftermarket radios nowadays that have fully built Android systems. And that's how I have my 2000 Porsche Boxster, and that has an Android system I just put in there. And I really like it. There's so much that you can customize with it. There's so much that you can do with it. And they tend to be very fast systems with the memory and all of that. And this here is, I think, a smart move by GM. I didn't really like it at first, but just kind of getting people to use your system while some other manufacturers kind of focus more on going all in with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But I kind of wanted to give a few seconds to at least show the vehicle. You know, I've been doing a lot of talking on this one, so I just want y'all to hear it for a second before I pull back in the parking lot. But I think this is a solid vehicle. Just in general, these have been holding their values. I've been watching them used on cars.com, and they're still bringing a lot of money. So If you see the sticker price, expect to pay something close to that, if not that. But for those that want something like this, if anything, this is the best looking SUV out there in my opinion. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevy Traverse Z71.